Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq, with daily insight on the Nasdaq 100 index, or the NDX, which is made up of 100 of the largest domestic and international non-financial innovative companies listed right here on the Nasdaq stock market. The NDX has been the barometer for U.S. large cap growth and also one of the best performing indexes over the last decade and a half, not to mention one of the most liquid index ecosystems in the world. Now, with just under 2 hours to go until U.S. stocks close, the Nasdaq 100 is trading sharply lower along with the broader market in another very volatile week of trade, erasing much, in fact, all of Tuesday's gains. We can see that in the chart. Stocks dropped after the Trump administration failed to offer firm details on its measures to combat the economic fallout of the coronavirus. Among some of the stimulus measures that have been talked about over the last 2 days include tax extensions for certain taxpayers, small businesses, loan guarantees for airlines, hotel and cruise ships, but not bailouts. Clearly, public health is a primary concern. The head of the World Health Organization just announced that the coronavirus is considered a pandemic. Now, from a market and economic perspective, until the virus is contained and or a vaccine is issued, stocks will be in limbo as more companies step up measures to prevent the virus from spreading, like restrictions on travel, work from home policies, and ultimately how this trickles down to the broader global economy. Another challenge is modeling out how the coronavirus is going to impact corporate guidance. Now let's look at this from a longer term perspective. The strategy team at Goldman Sachs set new mid-year S&P 500 target of 2450, that's 28% below the market peak, cut earnings estimates and said earnings growth will collapse in Q2 and Q3, but rebound in Q4 and 2021. So on a positive note, just look how much cheaper the sell-off has left stocks and what those lower valuations might mean for future returns. From the Nasdaq market site in New York City, I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.